Yesterday we have discussed no. Measurement is of two types. What is the first one? Accuracy. Second one, precision. So we have discussed accuracy and precision. So difference also we have studied yesterday. What is the difference between accuracy and precision? Okay, yesterday's class, accuracy meaning we know, precision meaning also we have studied. So both we have studied, that is accuracy and precision. Both we have studied. Now, today's class, we are going to start errors. What we are going to start?
क्या someone muted here?
Okay. What we are going to start? Errors. That we are going to start now. Now, you can see this. Error. Actually, what is meant by an error? What is meant by an error? Let us first see the definition. So, with the help of definition, we can understand easily what is meant by error. So, first let us write the definition for error. The difference between the difference between measured value and actual value. Actual value is also called as true value. True value is called error. Is called error. Understood? Error definition. Error definition. The difference between measured value and actual value. The difference between measured value and actual value is called error. Okay, understood? Measured value. For example, I am telling. Let us see one example. Suppose length of the marker pen. Now you can see this marker pen. The length of this marker pen, that is actual length. Actual length is 2 centimeters. Example I am telling. Example. Length of the marker pen, that is actual length, is 2 centimeters. Measured length E of marker pen. Measured length of marker pen is, for example, it is 2.4 centimeters. Okay, if we measure the length of this marker pen, how much it has came? 2.4 centimeters. What is the actual length of the marker pen? 2 centimeters. Then, therefore, what is the error? Therefore, what is the error? Error is nothing but difference between measured value. What is the measured value? 2.4 minus and actual value. What is the actual value? 2. So that is equal to 0.4 centimeter. This is the error. Meaning understood? How to find error? Simple. If we measure the marker pen length has came 2.4 centimeter. What is the actual length of the marker pen? 2 centimeter. Then what is the error? Simple. Measured value minus actual value will give you the error. So this is the definition for error. Understood? Error meaning understood? No. So this is the meaning of error. Example I told you. So therefore. Okay. Now therefore. So what is an error? Error is nothing but measured value minus actual value. Measured value minus actual value. This is the error formula. Okay, error formula understood? No. Measured value minus actual value. Okay, understood? Now you can see here. Now let us see one example. Let us see the example. Let us see one more example. Understood? No. So what is the very important formula? Remember, what is the formula for error? Measured value minus actual value. So this will give you the error. For example, let us see one example. Suppose the length of a body. Suppose the length of a body is 2.5 centimeter. Suppose the length of a body is 2.5 centimeter. Measured length is 2.7 centimeter. Understood? Suppose the length of a body is 2.5 centimeter. That means this is which value? Actual value. Okay. Suppose the length of a body is 2.5 centimeter. That means this is actual value. Okay. Which value it is? Actual value. If we measure, the length is coming to be 2.7 centimeter. Okay. Then the error is. What is the error? What is the error? Tell me. Measured value minus actual value. Yes or no? So if you want to write here, therefore, what is the error? Error is nothing but measured value. What is the measured value? 2.7 minus actual value is 2.5. So what is the answer? 0.2 centimeter. So this is positive. So plus 0.2 centimeter. Okay. Next here, suppose measured length is suppose if the measured length is 2.2 centimeter. If the measured length is 2.2 centimeter, then what is the error? What is the error formula? Measured length minus actual length. What is the measured length? 2.2 minus actual how much? 2.5. So how much you are going to get? That is minus 0.3 centimeter. Understood? So what is the answer you got? Minus 0.3 centimeter. Understood or not? That means most important. Now see all of you here. Here you got error positive. Here you got error negative. That means therefore error can be positive. Error can be positive or negative. So from this example, understood what? Therefore error can be positive or negative. Understood not? See here, error has came here positive. Here error negative. So you can get Error positive or you can get negative. So that is important. So error can be positive or negative. Understood? What is meant by an error? Simple. What is meant by an error? Measured value minus actual value. So measured value minus actual value will give you the error. Example also we have discussed. So error can be positive or error can be negative. Remember. Okay, understood? This is about error. Next. Okay, understood? No. No. Symbol for error. Remember. Error symbol. What is the symbol for error? It is represented by this. This is called delta. What we call it as delta. Remember, error symbol is this.
There we can't
How
see,
to
sir.
speak? Delta. What we have to speak? Delta. This is the symbol for error. Okay. Copy.
There we can't see, sir, symbol of delta.
Okay. Okay. You can see here. Error symbol. Error symbol is delta. What we call it as delta. Symbol for error is delta. Remember, and we write like this. Okay. Next. Next come. Okay. Next. Coming here. You can see. Next one is let a quantity. Let a quantity is measured. Let a quantity is measured n times. Let a quantity is measured n times. The measurements are the measurements. The measurements are x1, comma x2, comma x3, so on to xn. Understood? Simple. For example, take this. What we are studying? What we are studying is, suppose we have taken the measurement of this marker pen. We have taken the measurement of this marker pen. How many times? N times. How many times? N times. So what are the readings? I got like this: x1 first reading, x2 second reading, x3 third reading, like that. Okay. Example, let us take this marker pen. Let us take this marker pen and measure for n times. If I measure n times, what are the readings we get? The readings that are, these are the readings. Okay, understood? Now, what is the true value? What is the true value or actual value or mean value. All are one and the same. So how to find true value or actual value or mean value? Simple. How to find? It is represented by the symbol X. What is the symbol for true value? The symbol for true value is X. So X is equal to, what you have to do? Mean means add all of them. Just x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus so on to xn by how many times? N times. So divide by n. That's all. So this is the formula. This is the formula for true value or actual value or mean value. Simple. Add all the readings. Add all the readings divided by the number of readings. Understood? Formula for true value. Important. What is the formula for true value? Just add all the readings divided by number of readings. Okay. Next coming. Now let us see one example. Let us see one example. Suppose the measurements are suppose we got measurements. We got the measurements. For example, now the marker is measured. The length of the marker is measured. When the length of the marker is measured, I got readings. For example, I got like 5.0 centimeter. I got the readings. Next, 5.1 centimeter, 5.2 centimeter, 5.3 centimeter, and 5.4 centimeter. Understand? I got the readings like this. The measurements are, example, so the length of this marker pen, if I measure, I got such readings. Then what is the true value? What is the true value? So true value is what you have to do. Just add all of them. That is what you should do. 5.0 plus 5.1 plus 5.2 plus 5.3 plus 5.4 divided by n means number of readings. How many readings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 readings divided by 5. Simple. Okay. Add all the measurements divided by number of measurements. How many measurements you took? 5 measurements. That's why divided by 5. So what you are going to get? You are going to get it as 5.2 centimeter. Yes or no? You do this, how much? 5.2 centimeter only. Understood how to find true value? So example also we have discussed. So simple. How to find true value? Just add all the measurements. Add all the measurements divided by number of measurements. How many measurements you took? 5 measurements. That's why divide by 5. So this is the answer. Okay. So this is the formula for true value or actual value or mean value. So most important. What is the symbol? The symbol is X. Don't forget this word. What is the symbol? X. X is the symbol. Important, remember. True value, actual value, mean value symbol is what? X. So this you have to keep in mind. Okay. Now next coming. The next one is. The next one is, you can say absolute error. What is the next one? Absolute error. Have you copied this one? Okay. So true value symbol is what? X. Next, absolute error. Now, how to get absolute error? How to get absolute error? Absolute error means simple. What you have to do is delta x1 is equal to absolute error delta x1. How to get means simple. True value minus measured value. What are these? Measured values are what? These are all measurements. So what is the first measurement? X1. Second measurement X2. Third measurement X3. So on. True value is what? X. So how to get absolute error? Simple. Absolute error means delta x1 is nothing but true value. True value minus first measurement, that is x1. Simple. X minus x1 will give you delta x1, that is absolute error. How to find absolute error? Understood? How to find absolute error for the first measurement? So the absolute error for the first measurement. How to get? True value minus first measurement. Similarly, how to get second one? Delta x2, x minus x2, simple. Similarly, delta x3 is equal to x minus x3, simple. True value minus second measurement. True value minus third measurement. That's all. Simple. So on. So on. Delta xn is equal to x minus xn. Understood? So this is the formulas to calculate absolute error. Understood? Simple. True value minus measured value. Okay, that's all. Understood absolute error? Everything you have to copy in the notes. Most important. Copy in the notes. Simple. Absolute error. First absolute error. Second absolute error. Third absolute error. Simple. So true value minus measured value. Okay. Next. Next coming to is after absolute error. Now you can see there is an important point. Note. There is an important point. See, listen carefully. Suppose example I am telling you. What I am telling? Example. Let us see the first video. See here all of you. Example. What I am teaching? Example. Suppose x value is 5.4 minus x1 value is 5.2. Then what is the answer? 0.2 plus 0.2. Next, one more example. For example, see this one. In this, just example I am teaching. Just I am teaching example. Suppose x value is 5.4 minus x3 value. Example, x3 value is some 0. That is, sorry, 5 point, you can see it, 5 point, some 5.1 you can see here, 5.1. Understood? So how much you are going to get? That is 0.4 minus 1 is 3. That is plus 0.3. You are going to get. Understood? Now, suppose the problem is like this. Suppose instead of this, you can have like this also. X value is, for example, 5.2 minus x3 value is 5.4 example. So what you are going to get here is minus 0.2. Understood example? Simple. Suppose x value is 5.2, x3 value is 5.4. Then what is the answer you are going to get? Minus 0.2. Okay, minus 0.2 you are going to get. Understood? Here you got plus, here you got minus. There is a chance, there is a possibility. There is a possibility that x can be less, x3 can be greater, or x can be greater, x1 can be small. There is a possibility. So what we understood? Absolute error can be positive or it can be negative. So you may get answer positive or you may get answer negative. Example I told here. Understood? So note important write down. Absolute error. Absolute error can be positive. Absolute error can be positive or negative. Understood? See example. So you can get a positive value or you can get a negative value. There is a possibility. So that's why absolute error can be positive or negative. So this is what absolute error. No need of writing this example. Just for your understanding purpose, I told you example. Understood? Simple. So how to find absolute error? Understood? True value. What is this? True value minus measured value. Okay? True value minus measured value will give you absolute error. How to find true value? Understood? No? That's all. This is x means what? True value. Okay? Next. Coming. The next one is mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. Now, mean absolute error symbol is, the symbol for this is delta x. What is the symbol for mean absolute error? Delta x. In some books, they will write like this, or delta x bar. Okay, mean. Since we are using the word mean, that's why this is the symbol for mean. In some books, they wrote delta x. You can write anything. Okay. Now, what is mean absolute error? Simple. Mean absolute error means delta x is equal to take the magnitudes. Take the magnitudes of all absolute errors. Take the magnitudes of all absolute errors divided by number of observations. Okay, now see the formula. Mean absolute error delta x is equal to magnitude of delta x1 plus magnitude of delta x2 plus magnitude of delta x3 plus so on to magnitude of delta xn upon how many readings you have to? N readings. How many measurements? How many measurements you took? N measurements. That's why divided by N. Understood? So this is the formula for mean absolute error. Simple. Take the magnitudes. Take the magnitudes of absolute error divided by number of absolute errors. Okay, simple. Formula understood? Formulas are important. Most important formulas. Simple. Understood? Now, listen carefully. We kept magnitude. What is the meaning of magnitude? This is called magnitude. What we call magnitude. So when we keep magnitude or somebody, they speak it as mod. You can speak it as magnitude or you can speak it as mod. So whenever you keep magnitude, even though this value is negative, it will be positive only. Yes or no? We have studied simple. Whenever we have magnitude, even though delta x1 value is negative, even though delta x1 value is negative, it will be positive only. Why? Because it kept magnitude. Okay. So what is the meaning of magnitude? Even though the value is negative, it is considered as positive only because we kept magnitude. Okay, understood? No. So remember, this is the formula for mean absolute error. Next formula. After mean absolute error, representation. How to represent? Representation. Next, side heading. What is the next side heading? Representation. How to represent means simple. X plus or minus delta x. This is the representation. So you have to write the result. You should write the result like this. What is x? What is x? What is x? True value. What is delta x? Mean absolute error. Okay, that's all. So representation. So how to write the answer? You should write the answer like this. Understood? Simple. What is x? X is nothing but true value. What is delta x? Delta x is nothing but mean absolute error. So you should write like this. This is called representation. Copy. Everything is important. Everything is important. Next. Okay. The next one is. I'm writing here. Next one. So the next one is relative error. Relative error, or we can call it as fractional error. Fractional error. Relative error or fractional error. What is the formula? The formula is delta x upon x. What is the formula? Delta x upon x is the formula for relative error or fractional error. Understood? Simple. What is delta x? Delta x is nothing but mean absolute error. What is x? X is nothing but true value. Okay. Next. One more thing. Percentage error. Percentage error. Percentage error means relative error as it is. That is delta x by x. Percentage means what? Into 100. That's all. This is the formula for percentage error. So just relative error multiplied by 100. Relative error multiplied by 100 will give you percentage error. Now formulas understood. This is the first formula. Remember, this is the first formula. This is the second formula. What is the second one? Absolute error. Next, third one. What is the third one? Mean absolute error. Next, fourth one, representation. Next, fifth one, relative error or fractional error. Sixth one, percentage error. So all these 6 formulas are most and most important. Understood? Most and most important. So formulas are important. Copy the formulas. True value, absolute error, mean absolute error, representation, relative error or fractional error, percentage. Okay? I will remember. So let us do the numerical. Now let us do one problem on all these formulas. Okay? Let us do one numerical based on all these formulas. Okay? Now let us start the numerical. Now, first numerical example. Now, let us do the problem. The different measurements, different measurements, the different measurements of length of a rod, the different measurements of length of a rod are 4.2, 4.5, next 4.4, 4.3, 4.6. All these are in centimeters. Okay. Next, calculate. Calculate. First one. Okay. Question understood now. The different measurements of length of a rod. So we have measured the length of a rod. After measuring length of a rod, we got these are the measurements we got. Okay. Now calculate. First one. Find the true value. Find the true value. True value symbol is what? X is equal. What I told you? Add all the measurements. Add all the measurements. What is that? 4.2 plus 4.5 plus 4.4 plus 4.3 plus 4.6 upon how many measurements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many measurements? 5 measurements. So divided by 5. Okay, not understood. That's all. Simple. So that is x is equal to. Okay. Now what you are going to get? You can see here 4.2, 4.3. Next 4.4, 4.5, 4.6. So you are going to get 4.4 centimeter. This is the true value. Understood or not? Simple. Understood? Shall I tell one shortcut? Simple. How I wrote this answer? How I wrote this answer? There is a shortcut. If you want, you can see. What is this value? 4.2. Next 4.3. Next 4.4. Next 4.5. Next 4.6. If you take the average, first two, these are the second two, this is left. That means that will be the average. Shortcut method. Shortcut. First two, last two, this is left. That's why you should take 4.4. Shortcut method. Understood? No? That's it. Understood? True value. So how to find true value? Add all the measurements by number of measurements. So we got true value. Okay. Next coming to. So 4.4 centimeter. Next coming to second question. Second question is asking absolute error. Absolute error. Calculate absolute error. Just now I told you what is the formula. First one you can see delta x1 is equal to what is the formula? True value minus first measurement, that is x1. Okay, what is this one? X1, this is x2, this is x3, this is x4, this is x5. Understood? Simple. So that is equal to x. What is the value of x? 4.4. So 4.4 minus x1. What is x1? 4.2. So 4.2. So that is equal to 0.2. So this is plus. Yes or no? Next, second one. Delta x2. What is the formula? X minus x2. Yes or no? Now that is equal to 4.4 minus x2, that is 4.5. That is equal to minus 0.1. So it got negative also. That's what I told you. Absolute error can be positive or it can be negative. See, you got negative also. Next, coming to third one. You can see third one. Third one is delta x3 is nothing but x minus x3. What is the value of x? 4.4 minus x3, that is 4.4. So it is 0. Next, fourth one. Whether you are following? Simple. Fourth one. Delta x4 is x minus x4. X value 4.4 minus 4.3, that is 0.1, that is plus 0.1. Next, fifth one. Delta x5 is x minus x5. X means what? 4.4 minus x5 is 4.6, that is minus 0.2. These are the absolute errors. Okay, so 0.2 minus 0.1, 0 plus 0.1 minus 0.2. Okay, understood? No, that's all. So this is what? Absolute error. Next coming. Okay, next third one. Understood? No, this is the second question. What is the second question? Absolute error. Understood how we have calculated? Next. Now, third question. What is the next one? Third question. The third question is calculate mean absolute error. He is asking mean absolute error. Just now I told you just now. What is the formula for mean absolute error? Mean absolute error means what to write? Delta x. How to get delta x? Just now I told you. So delta x is equal to how to write? Magnitude of delta x1 plus magnitude of delta x2 plus delta x3 plus magnitude of delta x4 plus magnitude of delta x5 upon how many readings? 5 readings. That's all. Just now I told you. So that is equal to delta x1. What is the value of delta x1? See the notes. delta x1 value. See the note, how much we got? 0.2. So right here 0.2. Delta x2 value, how much we got? Minus 0.1. Even though it is minus, we get magnitude, so it will become positive. So plus 0.1. Next, delta x3 0, delta x4 0.1, delta x5 0.2 upon 5. That's all. So that is equal to, so how much it is? 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4 plus 2 6. So 0.6 upon 5. Okay, 0.6 upon 5. Remove decimal and keep here 0. So how much it goes? 6 by 50. So 6 by 50 means it goes by 2 table. So 2 3 6 and 2 25. That's all. So you are going to get it as 0.12. How much you are going to get? 0.12. Okay. Now this is the division of what? I told you already. I told you in the yesterday's class. Division and multiplication of significant figures. Significant figures. Remember, division and multiplication of significant figures. Already I told you, in division, what you have to see? Least number of significant figures. In this, how many significant figures? In this, we have one significant figure. Okay, understood? Sorry. Keep as this. Okay. Now see, in this how many significant figures? One significant figure. Here also one significant figure. This is also one only, no? So one significant figure. In our final answer also we should have one significant figure. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is 0.1. Okay. Now 2 is rounded. 2 less than 5. Since 2 is less than 5, preceding digit should be kept as it is. So what is the final answer? 0.1 is the answer. Understood? No? Simple. 0.6 divided by 5. This is division of significant figures. We have studied. In division of significant figures, we have to see least number of significant figures. In this, one significant figure. Here also, one significant figure. So in the final answer, we should have only one significant figure. So what is the answer? 0.1. 2 has to be rounded. 2 less than 5. So preceding digit should be kept as it is. That's why 0.1. Okay, mean absolute error. Understood? No? So in mean absolute error, what is the answer we got? So that is 0.1. Next, coming to third one, fourth question. Next, fourth question. The fourth question is representation. What is the fourth one? Representation. Fourth one. What is the fourth one? Representation. What is the formula for representation? Representation is how you write x plus or minus delta x. This is the formula. X. What is the value of x? So 4.4 plus or minus delta x. Delta x, how much you got? 0.1. Yes or no? Delta x, how much you got? 0.1. So right here 0.1. That's all. This is the representation. Understood? Representation. That's all. Simple. Already I told you formulas, everything. Next, fifth question. The fifth question is relative error. Relative error. What is the formula for relative error or fractional error? Just now I told you. What is the formula? Delta x upon x. That's all. Delta x, how much? 0.1. So 0.1 upon x. What is the value of x? 4.4. Understood or not? 0.1 by 4.2. Remove this decimal, remove the decimal, and remove this decimal. That is 1 by 44. That's all. This is what? Relative error. 1 by 44 is the relative error. Next, coming to sixth question. The sixth question is percentage error. What is the sixth question? Percentage error. What is the formula for percentage error? Relative error. Delta x by x multiplied by 100. Just now I told you. Percentage error formula. Relative error multiplied by 100. Now that is equal to delta x by x. How much you got? 1 by 44 into 100. Understood? That is 100 by 44. Now you can cancel by 4. That is 4 ones are 4 ones are. Now here 4 twos 8. Here also. How much is left here? 4 twos are 8. So 2. 4 5s are. That is 20. How much you are going to get? 25 by 11. Okay. 25 by 11. So 25 by 11 divide. If you divide 25 by 11, it comes 11 twos are 22. 11 twos are 22. Point again 2. How much? 7 2. So percentage. So 2.272 percentage. Understood or not? So this is the percentage error. So what is the percentage error? 2.272 percentage. That's all. Understood problem? How we have done? Simple. So we have done all. So we have calculated true value. We have calculated absolute error, mean absolute error, representation, relative error, percentage error. Simple. So this is the way how to do the numericals. Concept understood? No? Okay. Copy.
Percentage error 2.3, sir.
2 point. How
3.
much? This is 25 by. So see here, 25 by 11. 25 divided by 11. So 11 twos, 22. This is 0.0. So 11 threes,
Significant.
significant. Okay, division. So what you can write here? This is division or what? In division,
2.3.
so 2 point, how many is equal to 7? 7 should be rounded off. So 7 greater than 5. So 7 greater than 5 is preceding digit should be raised by 1. So you can write it as 2.3%. That's Next. Okay. So these are the formulas and numerical based on the formula. All these are important. The next one is so the next one is propagation of errors. What is the next topic? Propagation of errors is the next topic. So what is the next topic? Propagation of errors. This is the next topic we are going to start, and it is most important. Propagation of errors is most important for entrance exam, and for all exams it is most important. So you have to practice all the classes. Okay, you have to practice on the same day itself. If you practice on the same day itself, you can remember. So always practice the previous classes also. Previous classes also you have to read every day, so that you can remember all the concepts or all the topics. So everything is important. It comes by practice. So what is the next topic? The next topic is propagation of errors. Most important. That we will study tomorrow. Okay.